Welcome to our new Atos Jiu-Jitsu location here in Solihull. Let me show you around. So as you come in, you'll be in our reception area. One of the members and one of the team will greet you behind the desk. The design process for this was, it was an old office suite, so wanted to reuse as much as the glass as we could. Obviously we've got tons of natural daylight. So we put up this glass screen here that shows the parents and any friends and family that are watching the mat area. We wanted to go with a sign that you might have seen in the CGIs. It was so hard to pull off, where it's backlit but also lights up the desk as well. Of course we've got our TV for the cameras. Again, just an extra thing to put in for viewing if the parents want to watch the kids, especially if they're just round the corner there. Panelled wall. And then these benches that we handmade. So we had some quartz worktops cut down. We added on the legs just to go with the aesthetic of the gym. And obviously towards the end to make sure that we stayed in budget. I think it worked out really well. And yeah, that's our reception area. So after the reception area, you're going to start coming into your toilets that are out on the foyer or into your changing rooms. In the design process, we decided to create a corridor here. Originally, the two doors would have been located inside the matted area, and we just thought with disruption to the classes and to make sure that the classes aren't people in and out while the instructors are coaching, we created this corridor here that will go off into the men's on the left and the women's straight ahead. So, male changing room. We wanted this to be as similar as we could to the toilet block, so we're going with like a brownish paint, black benches to match in with the aesthetic that we're trying to make. The two showers over here that we got done last night, frosted, so they're all ready to go today. And of course a huge mirror and something that everyone's happy about, even though no one will probably use it, a little hairdryer there for the guys and girls if they need it. When you come out of the changing rooms, you're going to go into the matted area, and as you can see through the glass screen, huge matted area, mat 1. This is 14 meters long by about 7.5 wide. So it's a great place to train. Incredible mat space, incredible view. We've created this wall here as well, a nice blank wall where the two walls were. That's going to feature some artwork, team photo, and obviously some of the accomplishments from the team. And then as you go along, we go into mat 2, which again is a huge matted area for what it is for a second mat. This matted area is roughly 6 meters by 9 with a small cutout in the corner, obviously for the fire exit, so people can evacuate if needed. And of course we left a 300mm gap here, so we could have the two separations of class, especially when we're teaching two classes at the same time. I think that's crucial. But also, on events like today where we have 200 people coming to the academy, 250 people coming to the academy, we can span across two mats, and you can obviously see from everywhere what's going on, so you can watch an instructor coach the whole class, which this will be our first time coaching in here today. So a little bit of teething. We'll see how we get on, where the best place is to stand, where the best place is to set up. Normally in a gym, or a lot of gyms, right, they will have a padded wall. We wanted to go with the infinity look, and I spoke to great references like the Mendez brothers when they came over and did a seminar. That just makes the space look even bigger than closing it in with a padded wall. So we've gone for that look on here, which doesn't create a problem, but just gives you a little bit more of a thought process when you coach of where to set up, where to be. Normally everyone just has their back to a padded wall, and that's your safety net, right? So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the first day. I'm looking forward to seeing how we progress and grow, and how we use the space to its full ability. Last week was crazy. Obviously, we had the unfortunate news on Monday that the original mats we had ordered wouldn't make it in time. Thankfully, we've had a good relationship with Zebra anyway, and we were planning to use them at the start of the project, and we kind of had a different idea. So things managed to pan out. We managed to get the mats here, of course, to get them all in. I think we did it in a day, really, and even the guys that installed them full time said there's no way, so we took that as a bit of a challenge. My fingers are burning, my hands are burning, But we're here, we got it done. We were here till midnight last night completing the signage. There was a few errors, we couldn't get the shower doors back on, whatever. We managed to sort that. I look at the cameras now and the matted area, it's like exactly like the CGI. And you know, obviously there were certain elements of the build that we couldn't do ourselves. You know, mainly the ceiling area. We had that boarded and skimmed by somebody. Like, I'm not a plasterer, nor is my dad. But for the most part, everything else, from the pallets, the suspended floor, the way we did the walls, the metal here, surrounds, the input of the showers, the changing rooms, the paneling, everything you see, other than the ceiling, was done by, you know, myself and my dad. And obviously to see how far we've came in terms of our ability to create academies. You know, we've created 2, 3, 4 academies at Sutton, like redoing it over and over. And of course that has its limitations based on the building. So the build was significantly easier here. But at the same time, to see like the finished article, to see the standard of work that, you know, we've achieved as two people that, you know, work all day. And to have done it in, like you say, 2, 3 months, but it's not been 2, 3 months like full time. It's, you know, the odd evening here and there where my dad's not too tired after work. And then it's Friday nights till Sunday night, just here hammering it out. And obviously I've had incredible support from the guys at the gym and the team. You know, if I'm not there for classes, they're not killing me about it. And they've came over and helped, mucked in, you know, loaded out pallets, loaded out boards, carried the mats up with us. So we've had a lot of help, of course. And that's what, you know, the community that we've built is about. But to see, you know, his hard work and to see, you know, his passion for it, like, and the work ethic really is like something that I tried to follow. When I was a young teenager, when I was a young kid, probably didn't have the best relationship. I was a little bit naughty at school and didn't do what I should have done. So we had a little bit of a, you know, friction there, let's say. But then as I've grew older, I've realised, like, you know, watching my mum and dad and the work ethic they have and how much effort they put into things, and, you know, they're incredibly successful people in their own fields, and I just wanted to replicate that in something that I do. And weirdly, like, we just seek challenges. Like, you know, would I go and get as much enjoyment out of watching a football game with my dad? Probably not. Right, we're just sitting there, we're not doing much. But do I enjoy coming in here and we have a problem to solve, we have an issue? As much as you don't want issues on a build, you just want it to be plain sailing. We've had many. And our ability to innovate and come up with ideas and find a way around it is, you know, and his ability, I should say, for the most part, is insane. So I have obviously tons of respect for him. He's my dad at the end of the day, but to be working with somebody like that on and off, and, you know, I actually hope he has a career in that. I've told him many times that he needs to venture out a little bit and just be a full-time academy builder, because the ability he has. And, you know, I even had builders that helped me on this build that built the house back home. And even they're like, man, I can't believe, you know, it's done in a day, or we did this in a day. But that's just, it's all I've ever known. Some people say to me it's like crazy, but it's all I've ever known. That's where my work ethic comes from. I don't understand, like, if you don't have that work ethic, I don't get it. I don't understand. So, you know, being here till midnight last night is not like a heroic thing. That's just normal. Like, until the job's done, you don't go home. Do you know what I mean? And that's how he is. And I've just followed him from that.